I am Nosipho Nkosi. This is our YouTube channel. This is Thabo N.
Dosage.
Who's Thabo? Okay, this is Thabo. I am Nosipho. We are a we are a married couple. I'm the wife. He's the husband. Ubaba like
No, Gupe, Uncle Bay.
Uncle. Thank you again. Welcome. This is part 4 of our infertility journey. This is our story. We are telling it our way. The purpose of our telling our infertility journey is to build men out there. We are reviving the marriage. We are hoping that God will touch all the hearts around all the people who had given up on infertility, and basically just to show everyone, our Africans especially, that there is happiness in marriage without kids. Yes, welcome again to the hot seat. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready to be used and abused.
All right, love. In part 3, we have said that we have accepted. Can you share with us what have you done, or which steps did you take to accept this challenge?
Okay, on my side, I didn't take much steps. It's a matter of sitting down and thinking about it and then facing the reality. It has to take a man in you to accept that there are things in life that you do not have powers to change, and you need to accept them as they are. So that's how my life, I think, played out, was that I've made peace that there is nothing that I can do with it. I've tried and I think it's enough. Even though there's one test that I didn't do,
Don't say it.
which I found to be embarrassing.
It's
Maybe I'll
not
try it. To
embarrassing.
me, it is embarrassing as a man, but
It's
yeah.
it's part of things that must be worked on. It's not
Yes.
embarrassing. Yeah.
So yes, basically, yeah, that's how I think I just told myself it is what
It
it
is
is.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I know we are different when it comes to our personalities. Some people can't take any negative feedback, you know. So do you have advice for them on how they can do it? Maybe must they share it with some people, but such news are not easy to be shared.
What I would like to suggest is choose the people that you share your secrets with, because not everyone wants the best out of you, and not everyone will have pity. And if you don't be looking for pity, look
Yes,
for
yes, that's
advice. And we
important.
don't need pity party. We just need proper advice so that you are channeled into the right direction. And while you are being channeled into that direction, you also need to prepare yourself for any disappointments. Like with me, when they gave me the results of low testosterone levels and stuff, it beat me up. I was beaten. Yeah, I was beaten up. So I was hurt. It has taken me aback a little bit. I didn't expect it. That was one the last thing that one could expect as a man, because in my understanding of the whole thing, if I can just explain, I like to use my hands. um, I always associated not having a child with not getting it up, but then it was going up as normal
We
and
are going to
everything
my
was
next
normal.
question now.
Is it? Okay, so in my understanding that if it can get up and then it's got a normal behavior, maybe I should maybe explain to the viewers out there that maybe many men don't explain it. We as men have got a lot involuntary erections. When you wake up in the morning, it locks in, it points to Joburg in the morning. You have not thought of anything, nobody has touched you, even if you are alone. As soon as you wake up, it also wakes up and then it clocks in. It's Joburg. During the day, with you not thinking of anything, it clocks up again. Anytime it goes up, we've got no control over it. It's natural. It's naturally like that. So once it does that, you've got those involuntary erections every now and then, having your normal morning erections, and then everything is normal in my understanding. That's what was going through my mind, is that everything is normal. I haven't seen a change. But as soon as you start missing erections during the day, missing erections in the morning, then
That's
you
when
need to
you
worry
must
because
worry.
there is an underlying problem somewhere. But there wasn't any of that. Everything was normal. So I never even thought that I would not be able to make babies.
So, wow. Because I know someone was saying maybe the shaft can't go up. You can't point to Joburg.
Who was it?
No, I'm just
No,
thinking,
yes.
I'm just thinking that as soon as you say you have lower testosterone levels, someone might make a conclusion that you can't, your manhood has been affected.
Okay, just to answer that, hey, it wasn't a question, but it actually triggered a memory in the near past. There was this, I would say brother-in-law, but it was my sister's boyfriend. Ne? So we were sitting together, we were just having a casual conversation. I don't know how it get to children. And then he's asking me, how
That's
many
the
children
first
do you
question
have?
always.
Then I said, no, I don't have I don't have a child. And then he said, how, you this old and you don't have a child? I said, yes, I don't have a child. He said, you didn't have a girlfriend before? Do you have a child out of marriage? Or I said, no, we do not have any child prior this. I got married first, then that was my plan to have children when I'm married. But then unfortunately, there is no children forthcoming. So that's what it is. And he said, don't worry, my man. I'll sort you out. He smiled. And then he said, next weekend, you must come. And then you must come with 50 rand. There's something that I'm going to give you. It's a powder. Okay, sharp. I was excited. He said, no, you sort you up. You have a baby. Within 3 weeks from now, your wife will starting to complain about being pregnant or being sick, and you'll understand. I was excited, and I went home. And then I was looking forward. That week was so slow for me because I was so excited to go towards that, to have that realization as to what powder he has that will sort out my fertility issues. So he gave me this brown powder. It was Mpesu, the traditional African medicine from Venda. I didn't know Mpesu then. And then he told me how to take it with soft porridge and stuff like that. And then I took it without asking much because I thought I told him that my problem is infertility. Only to find that in his side, he thinks that my problem is to get up. So, okay, I took the medicine home, and then because I've got in my family and as well as myself, there's a history of hypertension, which is high blood pressure. So when you've got high blood pressure, you are always advised to check the things that you eat. You don't eat just anything. Then I said, let me just take a sample of this thing and consume it and then see what will happen. So I took it, and then I got extremely sick. I had to go to the doctor to get it sorted out. Okay, fine. And I didn't get those abnormal erections. But then I went back to him and asked him, hey man, this thing is making me sick and I'm from the doctor now. They said I must not take it anymore. What's wrong? And then he said, no man, this thing was supposed to, did you have those erections? I said, what erection? He said, no, did you have a lot of erections, firm erections? I said, no, I'm not suffering from erectile dysfunction. My shaft is working normal, but everything is working normal. The only problem that I have is getting a child. He said, oh, sorry, but man, I thought you were ashamed to explain to me that you can't get it up. I said,
oh,
no,
he
yes.
thought you were covering up when you were saying you
He
can't
can
have
give
kids.
children. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So even to your viewers out there, I may even need to explain it. If you've got this problem, explain it properly. Otherwise, you get the wrong medicine and get things worse than Westgate. So the best thing is explain that these are my capabilities and these are my incapabilities, so that the person who's prescribing something from you, if it's traditional medicine, that's where we get things wrong. They prescribe the right thing, because if I took maybe the whole bottle, like he said, the whole sachet, and put it in a cup and then consumed it, maybe I would have been dead by now.
I would have claimed
Or
I would have completed all
yes,
the
you would have claimed
insurance
on my life cover. So yeah, that's the experience that I have. So there's a difference between erectile dysfunction and infertility. Infertility, you can have it up, but then even if it does the work, but it doesn't produce the result, you don't get the baby.
Yeah.
So with erectile dysfunction is when it's local, it's like it won't go to
Yeah.
it's forever. You understand? So that's the difference. So other people don't understand it, and then this brother was very keen on helping me, but he helped me the wrong way.
I think this is very important, especially when you are being referred for African or traditional
Yes.
medicine, because we know that traditional medicines are not analyzed in the lab to say what does it have and who can consume that
And the
medicine
dosage.
and the dosage as well. So please don't just take anything and drink it or use it. You might be affecting your life. You might die, and you can wake up in the morning passed
Or you
out.
might mess up your kidneys, and as a man, if
yeah.
you lose your kidneys, you can't do it. You can't do it anymore. It's over.
Yeah,
So be
that's
careful.
that. Yeah, that's true. Even for women, like for everyone, not for fertility medicine, any medicine that you consume, please make sure that you have read the ingredients at the back. If it's traditional medicine, please be careful. Get someone who can explain it to you properly on how to use it, because you can lose your life.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then let's move to the next question.
Yeah, she's so serious. She even came with questions. I didn't write down questions, and she wrote questions down. Wow.
No, I just want everything.
She wants to grill me.
I want to ask, because what I have in mind, what the stigma attached, I want to ask you, has anyone from the families asked you about kids? Because we have seen in part 2 of me answering the questions that so many families that have tried to ask me questions, and some of the questions were asked in a proper way, some of them were humiliating, but with this video we are learning. It's not that I'm angry at anyone who has ever approached me about such, but yeah, we just want to
I am angry.
make it there.
People
You
need to mind their own business.
Really?
Or they must confront me.
Really, love?
Yeah, but no, not in any bad way. But yeah, I don't like it. It's actually a very personal question. It's a sensitive question. One should be mindful not to ask such things. With me, it's different. My personality, if you can see in the videos, my personality is different. So people don't have the balls to face me nonsense, because I will give them nonsense. And even if I had to swear, I will say elsewhere. So they don't ask me a lot. Even my father never asked me, not even once. He never asked me about it. I'll be lying if I'll say my father ever asked me what's happening as far as family planning, when I'm starting a family, stuff like that. The only person I think who was bold enough to ask was my uncle, who was starting to talk about biblical stuff, to say,
As I've said,
as he referred us to that medical facility in Kempton Park, a private medical facility in Kempton Park, while we have already started our own journey in consulting these people, the fertility specialists and urologists and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the only person that has asked me, and nobody else. They just make jokes like in passing. Nobody has got the balls to face me and tell me in my face and say, Thabo, when are you having a baby and stuff like that? Yes.
I think it can be two-way. It's either they are not confident, or they are scared of you, or it's either the obvious reason that the stigma attached to it, that it is the wife. Yeah, that's how I'm taking it. That
Especially
everyone
for
had
men.
in mind that ubhuti wasilandela, man.
Inyomba.
That's what they say every
Yes,
time.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
let's
an
be
African
frank, because
name,
that's
a derogatory name for
Benes.
someone who's barren.
yeah.
So it's a very bad name, but yeah, I've received that a lot from my friends. I don't know if you wanted me to go and explain the issue.
I was still coming
Oh,
there.
you're still coming
Yeah,
there.
I was
Let
still
me
coming there
not
because
jump the gun.
no, it's fine. I was still coming there because I just wanted to demonstrate to the viewers that there is this serious stigma attached, especially when you are Makoti. They will always start by saying you have the problem. Even with our story, you can see that everyone pointed the fingers on me, that I was the problem, or maybe I came to this marriage for certain
benefits.
reasons, financial benefits. Yeah, we'll get there one day. Yes, and then friends love. How are the friends and everyone, like colleagues, treating you? Have you had anyone confronting you, or were they mocking you? And how did you felt about that?
Okay, let me start with my colleagues. My colleagues are just that, colleagues. We're not friends, so we don't discuss such issues, except
Okay.
for one guy who's close to me. He's the one who normally talks about everything. With him, I talk everything. Even my boss too. We talk everything, everything, like in everything, be it work or non-work, even this issue of children. So we don't have boundaries as to what we talk about. So, but I don't get any scorn from their side. It's only from my friends. We've got a group chat, a WhatsApp group chat. So they always say these things. You don't have children. We don't talk to people. Thabo, you don't know nothing about children. This is our method. It was this past.
Indaba yabo baba le. This is,
yeah, it's a men thing.
it's a men thing.
Yeah, we don't talk to boys. It's more like that. We are boy because you don't have
a child.
Yeah, which is painful. Like this past December, we normally make a contribution, money contribution with my friends, and then we come together as couples. And then, in most cases, it was as couples. Then, when time went on, people started. When you grow up, people started to have children. So now the issue was about them bringing children over to on the 31st to have the children, or else they said one of the couple was making a big issue about it, and they said, no, we're not gonna come to your place if you don't want children. We want to bring our children. So every time when there's a party, we will bring our children. And then I said to this guy, because it was one of my friends, I said, Amara, you drink a lot. Only on the 31st that you're thinking about bringing your children. What are your children doing throughout the whole year? Because you're forever in the tavern, you smoke, you're drinking and all that nonsense. So you don't have time for children. Why only now that we have contributed, now you want to bring all your children here, and you've got a lot of children. He's got 4 children. So I said, how? You brought so many children and you want to bring all of them here? No, can't bring all your children. You can bring the young ones, not the old ones. He said, no, I want to bring all my children, so I'm not coming. But I said, throughout the whole year, you don't care about your children, because he's got children with different mothers, so other children are staying, you understand. So he stays with only the young ones. So I said, Mara, then we can't be accommodating that. Okay, maybe I was insensitive or stuff like that by saying that to him. And then he was angry, and then he said, Thabo, you need to shut up because you don't even have children. What do you know about children? Do you know how to make a baby if you're talking so much? So it was painful. They had to call him to order, and I was deeply hurt, but I've accepted. And then it's one of those things.
So you get mocked then?
I get a lot. And then there was this trip. Okay. After our marriage, our wedding, not our wedding, just the important thing. She wanted it.
Don't start now.
So after our wedding, then we decided to do
a road trip.
Not a road trip as such. What is the honeymoon? We decided to do a honeymoon. But then everybody's done honeymoon. It's the same thing. Then we said, okay, let's do a unique one. We come with our own. It will be 3-phase honeymoon. The first one will do it, the 2 of us. The second one, it will be with friends. And the third one, it will be with family. Okay, we did our honeymoon as a couple. We were in Mauritius, which was a nice
we'll make a video about this one.
Yeah, maybe we'll make a video about it. Maybe, I don't know. And then the second one, we did it with the friends. So what came out was that, when you're talking on this WhatsApp group, they said, we're dividing ourselves according to the number of cars that need to go to somewhere in a nice place there in Limpopo, in Hoedspruit. And then what hurt me there was that one of the friends says, I don't want to travel with Thabo. Thabo must travel with the other friend who also don't have children. We want the parent to drive in one car, and then all of us will then discuss which cars we'll travel with. Okay, fine. Initially, it was a joke. I took it as a joke. But then on the day of the traveling, Then I needed to swap because the other guy is also barren as I am. He doesn't have children. Then I said, no, you and your girlfriend, you need to switch to the other. I said, I and my wife will travel with this car, and then I want somebody, one of those guys, to come in. And then they refused blatantly. They said, no, they don't want to go with barren people. They want to. They don't want to have issues with infertility.
This
so
thing
they
is
don't want- they don't want to
contagious
travel.
now.
Yeah, it's more like something that is contagious. It's coronavirus. If I touch them, they will be barren all of a sudden. I don't know what will happen to the kids because they've got kids. But yeah, that made me very sad. It was very sad because now they say, "Asambine nyumba" in Zulu. We don't work with the barren people. Asambine nyumba one side. The people without children should be one side. It should be. Hey. That was very sad. That's the only experience, the bad experience that I had. But then when we came back, I addressed it with the friends, and then they apologized. Even others didn't see the need to apologize because I am barren in any case. So whatever they said, it stays, it sticks. If I want to prove it otherwise, I need to produce a baby. It was more like that.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Your explanation included a lot of things and us in between. Us in between. All right. Thank you so much, love. Yeah. And then one thing I want to ask you, then we can end this vlog, is that why are you so protective of your wife? Because I heard you when you were saying that you were not happy that they confronted me. Actually, just to your understanding about such issues, actually just put us into understanding as to families, their boundaries in discussing with the wives. Where must they end? Must everyone say anything to your wife or umakoti wasekhaya? Must they say anything because now they feel like they are entitled because the brother has paid all the cows or dowry or lobola to the family? Just take us through that. Basically, why are you protective? Who taught you to be protective? If there's someone who taught you, and who are you looking up to?
Okay, first and foremost, I need to make it clear. Their brother has paid, they haven't paid a cent.
Today, I'm telling you.
So I'm the one who pays. So I'm the one who has the right. And my understanding, okay, I grew up in a family whereby my father, let me just put it as blunt as possible. I'm a child born out of wedlock.
Okay.
I am a child of a side chick. My mother was my father's side.
That's enough.
I'm telling it like it is. So I didn't have enough time of learning how to treat a woman firsthand. I could see it in the movies and see it from the distance. But then the closest person that I saw or that I had the chance of learning from is somebody very close. Then I saw how he treats his wife and how arrogant he is towards his wife. And then being a liberal person, then I realized that this is not how I want my wife to be. I don't want to threaten my wife. I don't want to beat up my wife. I can say it on record that we've been together for 9 years and not a single day did I raise my hand against her. She can say if I'm lying, I'm not doing it for the video. That's what I've learned, to respect my wife. And then what I would say, maybe I should have done a different video about my role as a husband to my wife against my family or towards my family. Maybe not use the word against it because it sounds like a war. But regardless of who you are, whether you are male or female, the duty of protecting your wife's integrity lies with you when it comes to your family. She cannot sort out my family as much as I would do it. As soon as she starts to raise her voice and complain about something, they will say now she's got an attitude, she's very disrespectful and stuff like that. The case. So to avoid all that, I'm the only connection between my family and my wife. So if my wife is not happy about something, I tell her, please tell me. Don't hide, and tell me who, and I'll face that person. Just go straight to that person and tell him, this is my wife, not your wife, and you need to shut up or else do as I do. Because this is my wife. In my belief is that when you get into a relationship, we are equals. If there's anything wrong that I'm not happy with her, I don't go and tell my father, oh, Baba, Nosipo said this and that and that. No, I never, not even once did I go and complain to my father or to anyone for that matter, or my sister who was saying, do you know how much my brother wants children? I didn't go and complain to her. Maybe I should put that under record. If I've got a problem with Nosipo, like any other relationship, normally I will call her cousin. He will drive all the way and come here, and then we deal with the issue. You understand? You don't take your mother, like if I go to, okay, my mother has passed on a long time ago, or go to my uncle, the only person on my side maybe that's closest to me, it's my uncle or my aunt, and say, no, I'm not happy, Nosipo is doing this and this and this, because automatically that person will take your side
conflict.
without even getting to know whether I was right or wrong, because blood is thicker than water. That thing is wrong. It should not be the case, because the blood is thicker than water. They will automatically take my side, whether I'm wrong or right. They will try to defend it, and then let's say, for example, I'm caught cheating and Nosipo is angry. They will try to make Nosipo to understand that my cheating is actually right. All men are like that and stuff like that, which is, I almost sweat. I say BS. No. So what I'm trying to say is, make sure that you protect your partner. Go, even if it's your parent and you feel like they are over-exerting themselves into the relationship between you and your partner. Confront them with respect and tell them that this I do not like. If you've got a problem with Nosipo, come and tell me. Let me sort it out. Don't go and sort it out yourself. Or don't tell you that I paid Lobola because I paid Lobola. It's as if you've got rights over here. You have no rights. You need to respect my wife as much as I respect him. So if you start to talk nonsense to my wife, you're actually going against me head on. So that's what happens. So that is why she didn't tell me about the sister, because I was going to confront her and call her to order. So we as men, and as well as maybe as you guys as women, need to protect us from our families, because our families don't understand us as much as you will understand me. I might say an F word to you now, and then your one of your cousins overhears me. Then she's gonna be angry that I said the F word against you, only to find that you don't understand. You do not have a problem with it. You understand that I talk that way. You understand the language that we talk to each other and the language that our families talk is not the same. So therefore, we should try to block our families from interfering into our lives. Aribomma, we are men, real men. So it's not that I'm disrespecting the Spedi speaking people. No, but it's their love to for their mothers. But we need to create a distinction between what is family and what is private. So family can be your mother or your father, but what is private between you and your partner should remain private. Or else, maybe I'm not the person who would like to do counseling, but if you've got an issue, you need to go undergo counseling and get somebody who's neutral, unlike taking somebody from the family, because it doesn't end there. As soon as you talk to them, they tell other 10 other people, and then those 10 other people, they are all going to gang up against your wife or gang up against your partner. So the best thing is avoid talking your personal matters to people external to your immediate environment. Don't tell your mother, don't tell your father. Talk to each other, or get somebody who's neutral who needs to be an arbiter or a judge on that matter, whatever the issue is.
Okay, I'm going to be that program director. You only have 2 minutes to answer a question.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, love. No, it's fine. You can.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our story, and we'll tell it as we are. Love, tell me, from all the advices or discussions you had with either family and friends, has anyone advised you to leave the marriage or to cheat and go outside because your wife is incapable of making kids?
That is what I always get.
And what was your reaction?
sometimes let me be honest. Maybe I'm weak on it. I'm weak. I've never taken a strong
Stand.
Yeah, I've never taken the normally usual expected type of kind of a behavior. But a lot of people say you might think that because this thing of low testosterone, I also discuss it with other people like friends.